I know this whole magazine.
Tell him, Gary. Tell him, Gary. Gary, tell him.
Both hands on it, like a bride and groom would be.
When they feed each other.
You can't get up.
Don't listen to her. Don't listen to her. No, this way.
Over here on this side.
What do you want? You want to get married? Photographers, where are you?
You're right.
It's a Gary Hart. It doesn't button, does it?
Hold that in. That's it. Hold it in.
Button it.
Don't breathe.
You ready?
Don't breathe.
Everybody ready?
Oh, you gotta hurry up, otherwise
Come on, together.
Cut it, George. Cut it.
Don't forget to go to the polls for the caucuses tonight. Tonight is the night I have Gary Hart. Gary Hart on or somebody. Okay, next. Hey, bro, get over here, sir.
He knows my first name. Well, that's right.
You just said you were supposed to record. I know.
What time, sir? I'm there at 8:30. Oh, you're not
What? I'd like at this time to give them their gifts.
We have gifts.
We got gifts. My only gift, God gave me my only gift this year. Signs all the checks for me. I can't write.
It's a nice one, a zero.
Just signs everything God gave me.
Our gifts.
What am I supposed to do with that? Why he's got more than I have?
The procedure is to what? Open them?
And read them?
Okay, we have a card here. You take your card. As you retire, best wishes for today and always. Oh, listen to this. George, for today, may the satisfaction of a job well done make this occasion a happy one. For the future, may each year of retirement hold in store
What?
still more happiness than the year before. Congratulations. Dean, Naveen, Jacques, and Bob. Thank you.
There's no business like show business.
That man's fault.
Oh, there's no business like no business. That's it. There's no business like no business. Congratulations. It's all over.
Second card for your retirement. Yesterday is for remembering, tomorrow is for dreaming, but today is for enjoying every minute that is here. That it's here. Oh. May you find that your retirement days will bring you countless ways. I'm thinking of you, Dee, when you go to your card shop. There's a card, you know. With ample time for friends and fun and getting favorite projects done. And sometimes I wonder how the hell I did anything while I was working, because I can't do it when I'm retired. I don't have the time.
George, I can't even do it now.
May you enjoy this time. That means forgetting all the old routines. And making bright new memories.
Hey, Paul, you got
Everybody sign.
Everybody say all these lovely cards. Everybody signs this nice card.
Amen, brother.
Glad you got you out of the kitchen. And we hope you never return. Hear that, Dean? You get out of the way? I better never return. Look at all these nice signatures here.
I mean,
They probably got along.
we have an album here.
Oh my God, look at that.
Oh my God.
Oh my
I like to say, oh my God. now vote.
What do you think it's about to be?
Okay. Just got a second. Building our new home, 1954. Building the swimming pool. It's actually a visual history of our past life. That's why you were so comfortable. You know, I was a pretty good looking
You're caught up. I'm caught up. Oh my God, look at all
It's
this.
been good. My life is really beautiful. I've always enjoyed it.
You stop crying. George, look at this. It's you and I busted our ass. Yeah. Remember that?
Come on.
What, you ran?
I enjoyed it.
I great time.
That's right.
What the hell do you want? Hey, well, look at that. Look at all the kids there. Well, you know, that was great. All those kids.
All I can say
It was
is,
a lot of fun.
people say, you worked hard on that. I said, no, I enjoyed all my life.
You're full of crap. George, I didn't enjoy it. It was a lot of work. It was easy. You want to do it over again?
You want to work with me for 30 years?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Look at that guy. Who's that?
Panada. He died, you know.
Shit, yeah.
Did you know Panada died? Mike, he died. Within 6 months ago or so.
No, it's before Christmas.
How long is that?
Right.
I know, Paul.
That's what you had there. Hey, Naveen! You're in the
It's close to me. Right on
picture.
Get better angle.
The white guy. What's the white Oh, yeah, this is my new replacement. That's George's replacement.
Steve, right.
Lauren.
This is very good. I really appreciate this. Margaret?
Did you read this one?
The bill?
Read that.
George Whitbeck.
Yeah, what's it got for fabric? Oh, yeah, the purchase of the land, Mike, only $35. 35 for services. The search was $35, and the disbursements was $5.80, and it's only about 1/10 of what we paid you. I tell you, it was all, and your services were not included, by the way. It was only those other fellows you got working for. And let's see, that's close. It was $75.80. That was great.
What's the date on that?
Date on that? All right, it's a very good question. 2 years ago.
George Whitbeck?
1975.
32 years ago. George Whitbeck?
1955.
55.
Yeah.
It sounds like it.
32.
Doesn't make any difference.
George.
You know something, if I had to spend my life all over again.
Listen, no, George, if he come over here, don't tell him. Go ahead. If I had to do it all over again,
Don't say
I
it
would do it
quiet.
all over me. It's a song.
I enjoyed it, I think it was beautiful, and I think that a lot of people have been how should I say, deprived. Deprived of what my choice was.
I love it. I love it.
I really enjoyed that play.
Now he's got to convince Paul to enjoy it.
You got it now. You gotta bring it up. Don't worry, they can do it. They got a lot of things in their favor.
What's that?
First of all,
Me and you.
Number two, the economy, the fact that the whole area is developing, the whole, when we came up here, this was Indian territory. Believe me, it was, you want to know something? In order to Indian territory. Yeah, right there. Hey, doctor, we're talking American Indian. We had to, in order for us to get no after more, to bring the line out was a big deal.
Excuse me, but I think you're saying that the wrong way.
We had to go to Public Service, PSC Commission, raise all of them, then they knew who we were, and so forth, and all of that stuff. So it was a battle, but it was good, because you know why? The only advantage we had was that we were young. And we would fight.
This is a wasting.
This
is a waste of
You
film.
know why? Because you fight. Right. I don't fight no more.
Have you been taking pictures on?
No,
Yeah,
you say the hell with it. I get that other word. I never heard of this word.
We just called it steady.
Or,
I took a picture of him standing up like this.
Open up the small.
which is small, which is
Oh my God, it's candy.
You got your candy.
I did it because I had to make a living. I was hungry.
Well, let's put it this way, you kids were the byproduct of us enjoying ourselves and our efforts.
What the hell do you call enjoyment?
Life isn't, you know, if I had to do time, I might as well enjoy it, right?
Right.
And which I did, I enjoyed it.
Put your glasses on, will you?
Oh my God.
You gotta get a bunch.
Retirement. New horizons.
Let's put on YouTube. Is that what that is?
Francie, move over there.
Now there are times which you always wanted to do. May each morning appear to you exciting and brand new. If all that you have given life returns at this time to you, these many wishes for a happy retirement will most certainly come true. You know something? I haven't reached that stage yet. My wife has, but I haven't.
Hey, George. I'm not gonna tell you where the
This
chicken
is very lovely. I know people have never seen anything like this before. This is on sale at Macy's for $49.95. This is very lovely balloon. Up and away. See? Isn't that nice, girls? Don't throw up. Now, let's open up the other way. We have one more to open.
That's your favorite.
This is my favorite.
Candy ball.
Candy.
Feels like candy. It feels like candy.
I know, George, but it's not a wallet. It is candy. Oh my God. Russell?
No Godiva?
Where?
That's what it is, it's candy,
I'll
right?
tell you what, folks.
That's all right.
There.
Now we got a problem.
Pass it out to all of you, but the rest of it up. George, let's start with yours first.
Paul, I got a problem. You see, when I
You got a problem. This problem. My wife keeps telling you know
We both fight over this. Hey,
don't fight. Here. You want for you?
she's a stick.
Yeah. Under the bed.
Yeah, she'll say you ate all the candy. Right?
They're very upset.
And she goes to the grocery stores, to the supermarket, right?
Yeah.
And I know you buy the candy.
Yeah. You know you
bring it in.
We know that.
Bring it in. I know how you bring it in. It's like it's marijuana.
And what you do is you put
But
the
I have to allow you certain privileges. That's my.
Captain Bly, I like that.
Which puts the bag, the empty bag under your bed and accuses you of eating it all. Throw up!
That's what I'm here for, to be accused. Always, right? And the good Samaritan I am, you know. You're right, honey. That's my favorite word. You're right, sweetheart. Anything you say is right. And you are right. You hear that, Mom? Let me tell you something. Without my wife, where would I be?
Right, better off.
And I mean that.
Oh, there we go. I'm telling you, you're old age, you really got pushing. No, I remember when you were 10 years old, you'd go and say, yeah, get it right.
One thing about her, if you went this way with her, she'd get a bruise. All her veins run close to the surface. No, it's true. But there was no need for that. I didn't need that. You're a good woman.
You're a good woman.
But this is my retirement.
What he's trying to say is, there's a job open. Shop right. They need to check out the girl.
Well, now let me tell you, yeah, okay.
You get more money when you retire.
No. Listen down. Wait, I gotta say one more thing.
Yeah, one more.
She tells me she used to work for GE and file stuff. You know something? You couldn't work for me. No way could you work for me because you don't know how to file it.
Look at his name. Just look at his name. You can't file his name.
When I look at stuff, I can't find it. When I ask her to find it for me,
That's
what a
your
big story.
Insurance policy 2 days after I give it to her. And it hasn't been any different for 25 years.
Right, Don.
Next case.
At every retirement party, somebody's got to get up and give a speech.
For what?
So, because they have to say nice things about you both.
That'd be hard in this case, but wait a minute. Where did I get my towel?
No.
Because it wasn't looking for laurels.
You're not going to get any, because I'm going to talk about something different. Let me just share some things with you all. There are two things that are supposed to happen at retirement parties. One of which is supposed to say, "Good luck. You're going into a whole new life, and we wish you the best." And we hope you have a good, vigorous life as you go forward, okay? Right. That's the second thing you're supposed to do, is you're supposed to look backwards a little bit and sort of examine the work life of the people, because they're retiring from that particular aspect of what they've been all about. The problem I had is that as I looked back, I looked at both of you and I started to think about your work life, and I found that I couldn't separate your work life from your family lives. And it was an interesting thing. I thought about the fact you're both retiring from a family business. And I sort of struggled with what is the difference between family and business, as I grew up with that. And I'm sure as each one of you sort of thinks about your experience with Paul and George and Bel Air Motel and all the different things they've been doing, what you begin to get a sense of is that there is this incredible linkage between family and work that has been part of what you two have been all about, and that you have shared with all the rest of us. And that, I think, is very special. It isn't often that family and business come together in such a strong way. And in fact, the end result of that is you kind of, I got my notes, see? The end result of that is that you end up in a situation where I think the family benefits tremendously by the fact that there has been that very strong relationship between family and business. And I would just sort of share with you some of the things that I think that we all gain by virtue of the experience that you two gave us. First thing, what did you get from this family business? Obviously a livelihood. You not only built us houses and you sent your children off to college, but you also gave other people livelihoods, and that's important. I look at the people who have been with us for a lot of years, and that's a very important part of the contribution that you and this family business gave, not just to each other, but also to the others that have been part of that family business. The family business has taught us how to survive adversity. We've gone through how many heart attacks? And a busted knee and a few other things, and we sort of come through that a lot stronger. And in part it has to do with the fact that the family was always there, helping to run the business, but the business in turn gives something very much back to the family. For example, it gives us a lot of security. Think of all the broken cars that we've had fixed at the Bel Air Motel. All right? Think about the fact that we have my grandmother and grandfather moved up from Mount Vernon in order to be able to retire in the country, and that came out of the opportunity that was created by that family business. So that gives us a strong sense of security that we've all used as we've grown older. It's also given us an awful lot of recreation. I think if each one of us thinks about the experiences we've had, whether it's been summertime pool parties or Sunday afternoon pre-gambling parties, sitting at the bar and figuring out what we're going to bet, there's been a lot of recreational experience that has come out of that family business, and quite frankly, you made that happen. You gave that to us. You've given us a lot of family opportunity to be together. I see Georgie walking around with his camera, and I don't know what your experience was, but back about, 5 or 6 years ago when Uncle George first got his VCR, we had a Thanksgiving dinner at the motel, and George went around and taped that, and that was such a warm and rich family experience for all of us through the motel and through the business. But it was also one of those things that was captured on tape, and someday, we should all look back on that because it was an example of how rich and how so much this family and business have been linked together. You've also done things for us in giving us new experiences. It wasn't just the motel. We all lived through those submarines of Greater New York, I think it was called, and the experience in East Greenbush and in Troy. Those were fun times, and we all learned by that. We built a factory, and we got polyfab up and off the ground, and we also saw it go down. But those kinds of things were typical of what was a constant intermixing of business experiences, not just caught up in Bel Air Motel and Restaurant, but a whole rich array of things that the two of you were constantly doing in your business life that, quite frankly, involved all of us. You brought the family into that experience. This family business has given us all incredible amounts of humor. I'm sure everybody has got their own little anecdote. I mean, I can think about things like tar babies, the experience with Julie and Francine and Jamie getting caught up in the tar, my giving a haircut to the girls. There's lots and lots of stories like that. I can think especially, I don't know if you remember, the celery and olive fights in the kitchen. Oh, what we did. I remember, I think one day you came in just as you saw a piece of celery get splattered against the door. I mean, we had incredible times, lots of good times, and quite frankly, Bel Air Motel and this family business gave that to us. However, I think the most important thing, the most important contribution that comes out of this family business is the experience of values, the deep and rich values that the two of you have shared with all of us by virtue of that family business experience. You taught us all how important hard work is. You spent years and years and years toiling and building a business, and that leaves a very indelible mark on each one of us that comes after you. Probably more important, it creates an incredible challenge for us. You set a standard for us that will be difficult to achieve in terms of what hard work means, and what you can achieve if indeed you put that kind of energy into your work. You also gave us a rich understanding of what teamwork is all about. as I've watched the two of you, and there have been good times and bad times, but the one thing that was always there is that you two were a team. You also, very interestingly, had other team partners. Both of your wives were very important parts of this family business, and that sense of teamwork and pulling together is something that you've left with all of us. We now know what that means because we've seen it, and it works. It works very well, and we appreciate that value that you've given us. You've taught us that having goals and shooting for them and working hard is something that's real, and it can make a difference in your lives. You did that with your children in terms of educating them and pushing them out of the house so they can move on to do new and different things. You instilled that in us, and we appreciate that. You taught us how to share. Stop and think about, at least, I don't know, Francine, if you can remember what it was like growing up together, where we shared one kitchen and lived together, and we just lived in very close proximity, I hope also in close harmony, but those kinds of sharing experiences with the two families was very rich. We couldn't escape each other. We were part of that family business environment. The final thing, the final value that I think I appreciate personally the most is your deep commitment to the concept of quality. I never knew anything that you ever did, both of you, that was never done to the best of your ability. Whether it was building a building or whether it was putting a piece of prime rib on a plate, the bottom line is that quality was something that you both deeply believed in, and you carried that out in your day-to-day lives on, again, day after day, and that's something that you leave with us all, and I just hope that, in fact, we can move forward with a lot of the lessons that you've taught us. Bottom line is, I think we all have come to value this family business as a deep and enriching experience. The way it all wove together, it forms a cloth that nurtured us, protected us, it got us up and off the ground. And I personally say thank you for what it is that you gave us. And I'm sure that everyone here has been touched by virtue of that family business experience that would not have come about if you two hadn't had a dream, and hadn't worked so hard, and hadn't had that deep commitment to the values that you have. So I don't have a drink to toast you, but I say thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Paul, I didn't know I was that important. Really weren't. But you got to remember one thing, you come out on the short end of the stick. We enjoyed it. That's where you come out on the short. We enjoyed everything we've done.
Okay, and you're able to do it. Okay.
You happen to be right. You happen to be right. Let me say this. We gave you the Army. Reverend, sit down! Sit down, Reverend! I'll tell you, boys.
Paul and then
I'm still going, I'm still, there I am. So don't count me out.
Your ice cream is melting.
Don't count me out.
I'm going to take some.
You got two shots.
I made it.
No way.
Is that your cake?
Smells nice, huh?
Yeah, I've been on the wagon. No, it's not. I haven't stopped smoking. By Loyalin, I've become a non-smoker. That's to put it positive. I can't go out, Janice.
One more. Hold it, one more.
Marge, get in there.
Marge, and Marge, just put me in there.
Go right in front of George. Go right in front of George. That's it. That's it.
Ready?
Now you got it balanced. That's perfect.
All right.
Thank you. All right, give it all. You got rid of all that too? Yeah. Okay. That's George himself. That's with the kids.
Yeah, that was a good idea.
Yeah, that was a good idea. Did you come up with that one, Bob?
Yeah.
Did Bob think of that? Really?
Gary, you think you're going to get it back?
That's you.
Our trip.
This evening, I think.
Gary?
Good to see you.
Say goodnight, Ruthie.
Good night, the grandkids are grew up and they said,
Wow. I'm glad I got that on tape. You want to say that again? I want to make sure.
it's gotta be Robert. Call in. Take care, Melvin.
Ballet service.
I never stopped you before.
Okay, we'll get
Hey George, look at this. Nana?
Yeah, I know it. Look at everybody's got short sleeves on.
And she's got a coat on.
Who's this? Is that you?
Where? No, I wasn't born yet. I didn't come onto the scene yet.
I'll tell you, you're going to see a good picture of him when he was a kid if Francine's got it there.
Who's this?
That's Uncle Frank.
Frank who?
I don't know. We don't know who he is. It's Uncle Frank, though. Aunt Margaret said it.
This is they was building the pool.
Tires and wheels automatically. We have what they call best of the line. And they don't do damage. I mean, when you get the clothes go in the car, on the radio.
And Loretta, thank you for making the trip all the way from New York for this special occasion.
They break the glass, they break the dish.
Grandma, are you here for a while now? Are you going to be here? Grandma? Are you here for a while now?
We kept frozen. I got guys in my shop.
You going back with Aunt Loretta tonight? Tonight?
You guys have no training.
Or
Parkway and floating mode.
you're going back tomorrow, or?
Without special tools, they can do a job on your vehicle with special box. They can get into your car without me.
Sharon? Oh, yeah. She's moving next week, right?
15 minutes.
Yeah, Kalamazoo. Little Marissa came up to me, talking about going to Kalamazoo. She was cute.
I would if I could find them.
Bye, Janice.
You're not going yet? All right. Okay, so you got a free hug.
Brown, you remember when we fixed up that shack out back? Me, Gary, and David, that summer we worked on, we painted that up and stuff?
Yeah.
Remember that?
There's a better picture of him when he was very young.
Here we are at the bar. Me and Levonic, me and Davey.
Where?
Up at sitting at the bar.
I'm trying to find this real good picture.
Oh, well, you didn't. You went there.
The transmission was out of the car. The transmission was out of the car. These guys had no jack.